And we're live again. Is this playing? Oh, it is. Whoops. Here, I'll take these out and put my other headphones in. The ones that are actually connected to my computer. Here we go. Oh, I'm gonna close my bathroom door. I don't think you guys need to see my pooper. Okay, now I'm actually ready to stream. Not just faking it this time. Can you see the bananas in my kitchen? You can see the bananas. I don't want you to see my bananas. Okay. Hey. Michael, I am drawing Malta. That is what's up. I already drew this map over here yesterday. So I have that one going. But I want to draw all of my maps and then finish them like yeah. And then like do all the other things I need to do for my video on them afterwards. So I can just get like because it just takes the longest to do the maps first. So yeah. Here we go. We are ready. So we're starting up in this top left corner with a little toe of the boot. Oh, you missed yesterday's map? Hey, I'll pull it up for another sec. This is Malta. Here we go. This is the Grand Harbor right here. I think Valletta is like here? I'm not sure. But yeah, that is the map from yesterday. And then we're working on a different one today. It's just going to be like a more zoomed out Malta. So you can see the coast of Tunisia and... yeah, see the coast of Tunisia and the toe of Italy. Oh, I'm drawing with white again. And I almost forgot to do a new layer. What a fool I am. Where's the other layer? Layers. Where's add new layer? Oh, I'm a fool. Figured it out. There we go. By the way, does the music sound alright? Is the music is at a good level, or is it drowning out my voice? I haven't changed any settings from yesterday, but I never really asked yesterday. There we go. Okay, so this is the toe of Italy. And I'm feeling a lot better from yesterday. My nose is cleared up. There's no music? I thought there was. Okay. Just pulling up OBS right now. Desktop audio, maybe if that, bring that up. Okay, I'm just gonna copy this URL, see if this works now. Oh, I don't think there's... I'm gonna have to figure that out later. That's whatever. Sorry, guys. Oh yeah, no worries. Oh, there is. I think it was just between songs there when I asked. Thanks, Michael. But yeah, no worries, Diego. You don't have to be here. Mostly just hanging out, just chilling, vibing. Okay. I'm just gonna delete this source then on my. Oh, it's probably didn't update because I'm streaming currently. I'd have to probably turn off the stream and reconfigure that stuff. But I'm not gonna do that. We're just gonna keep streaming, especially because you can hear the music. Here we go. What do I think about Italy? Are you gonna just ask me what I think about every single country? Hey, Dr. Andy. I don't know much about Italy's current politics, so that's a little tough for me to say. I know I'm pretty sure they're leaning further right, as most European nations are tending to these days. There's this little this and then around the corner here. Here we go. Nice. Wow, this is actually the first time I think I'm going to do it first try. I did erase a little bit there, but that was not even my fault of not liking what I drew. It was just a misclick. Come on. Nice. Here we go. Nice. Cool. First try, actually. Hopefully it's the right size. Okay, and Messina is about here. I'm Canadian myself. It's a very big country. Well, despite our economy being good, it could be better, but our history of colonialism has messed that up. And our history of dependence on the United States has kind of messed that up for us. Kind of goes like this up here. Oh, whoops, I did that in the wrong spot. Yeah, so I'm Canadian. I don't know what that means, Michael. I don't know what you're trying to say there. In that we're like, what sense do you mean there? Because there's a lot of different ways to interpret that. Okay, got this little guy over here. This little pokey bit. Our dollar's dog doo-doo. Not as bad as many other places. Like, comparatively to the US dollar and the euro, 100%. But if you go to, like, Taiwan or, like, Japan, like, yeah, it's really good. Never heard of OG Block Show. Never heard of it. Okay, so this goes down this way. A little different right here. Catania. Yeah, no, but I do agree in some ways, Michael, in that Canada got screwed over by Britain in many ways, and that we became reliant on foreign industries for production rather than having a sense. Yeah. Yeah, but putting our dollar only in the face of like the best industries and like the best economies in the world, like no shit, we're gonna look bad. Syracuse. Here's Syracuse. The first Geography Now episode that I watched, I could not tell you. That was a long time ago. And even if I did remember. Well, I mean, that's not too far. No, I do agree, Michael. But, like, it's also a history of that entire thing of being dependent on production in the United States and being reliant on the production in Britain for, like, our entire history. That has lasting effects. Like, it's not just gonna magically appear that one day... I'm not gonna give out my address, really, so I'm not gonna say what part of Canada I live in, but yeah, like, our history is entirely of sending our production elsewhere, even though so many people know that it's the best for ourselves to have a more insulated economy, right? But politicians play this game, and they get bought out by corporations, so they don't actually have the interest of the average person in mind. And that's what sucks about our modern day politics. Not even modern day politics, the politics of, like, the last couple hundred years. It's just been corporations, maybe not the last couple, yeah, maybe like 200 years, I'd say, is just corporations buying their own interests from the government rather than the government being the actual will of the people, which is crappy, you know? But because of that whole thing and our history, we've just become reliant on industries elsewhere in the world. So let's say if China collapses, or let's say if the United States collapses, we're basically fucked because we're entirely reliant on them. Like I said earlier, I do not know OG Black Show. And neither do I know OG Shadow. How does this look so far? Okay, see where I messed up. Here it is. I just made this a little too big. There's the divot there. It's supposed to be a little rounder and shallower. I made it way too deep. Here we go. Cracking open an OJ with the boys. Well, yeah, I went through an entire French program with my schooling. And I went to France and I tried to use it a little bit, but it didn't work very well. Because Quebecois French is very different from France French. Because oh yeah, I'm a pulp kind of guy. Gotta get that extra fiber in there. How else am I supposed to keep my bones strong? Okay. Okay, now... I don't know. Okay, I'll come back to that part. Right? OJ is just generally banger. I'm also not feeling too well, so I'm just overdosing on vitamin C. I had, like, a vitamin C drink. I had 2 vitamin C tablets today. Like, my nose is a little stuffy. Oh yeah, no, I did go to France in like 2019. I had an opportunity to go with this company that usually just takes teachers, but because it was their like 75th anniversary, they were like, oh cool, we'll take some students. So yeah, the year that I graduated, I applied for this program, and then I got to go to France, and I saw a bunch of World War I and World War II monuments. We saw a bunch of castles, but our main focus was World War I and World War II. So I got to see like Vimy Ridge. I went to see I was in Ypres. Like I saw a lot of cool sights. Okay, let's hope this looks nice after I finish it. Oh, that was too deep, a little too deep. Yeah, no, I was during the Yellow Jacket protests. I didn't see any of the protesters, but there were, when I was in Paris, there was police everywhere, and they were strapped, dude. They had their guns. It was so cool. Yeah, no, dude, Vimy Ridge is massive. It's way bigger than I expected. But yeah, Diego, that's just a kind of a cool thing, because like what you were talking about with the Western and South Slavs, because like there had to be that division at some point in history, right? It can't just be like, oh, suddenly there is a cultural shift between these two people, and oh, there's South Slavs and Western Slavs. Whoops, that's it. There had to be like a shift, and I think that the medieval Slovenians probably is just like an exemplar of that kind of shift from the original Slavs, who were the Western Slavs. Okay, I'm gonna fix this and make this a little wider, actually, and less deep. About there. Here we go. Oh no, dude, I might pull up actually some photos if I have them on me. Oh yeah, they're just on my hard drive here. I think Trudeau is not a politician. He doesn't know politics very well. He tries what he thinks is best, but he doesn't, but Trudeau really doesn't do a good job. He's not very good at what he does, but he tries. He's also very corrupt. And I think that is not cool. But then again, what politicians these days are not corrupt? Right? So yeah, he's a figure for his cabinet, right? But only his cabinet. Not really like the Liberal Party itself. Okay. So Malta is about here. Beneath this part. It's about here, I'd say. With Gozo, just right here. Nice. Fastest Malta drawing. Yeah, no, Ukrainian was actually my first language. And it's my minor in university now. So, like, I'm trying to keep up with that tradition, because I really, really value my heritage with my family, especially because, oh shit, my nose is definitely gonna be back. need to turn my ringer off. I know you told me yesterday, Andy. But yeah, no, Ukrainian was my first language. I spoke it before I ever spoke English. I kind of, I started speaking. Yeah, no, Michael. As long as there's Ukrainians, there will always be Ukrainian language. Like, even in the Soviet Union, my dad was telling me these stories about how, like, because my dad used to live in the Soviet Union, but he was telling me how after weddings, because Ukrainian songs weren't even allowed to be sang, yeah, and late at night, at like 2 a.m., the band would start playing Ukrainian songs. And that idea just makes me so proud to be Ukrainian, you know, like, in the face of so much adversity in the history of Ukraine, like, the people still hold on to their culture proudly, and, you know, they don't shy away from it. And they haven't been forced from it, you know? Which I think is just amazing to me, because, yeah, no, I'm a second-generation immigrant. Technically, on my mom's side, it was my great-grandparents that moved. They moved right before the Holodomor, and like, they're very, very lucky. They like, I think it was like the year of Holodomor that they immigrated to Canada. I think it was the year of. I don't really know. My family doesn't tell me much about my family's history, which is kind of sucky. One, because my dad told me he never really asked, so he never got any answers. But also because I haven't really made the time to ask, even about my family from Canada. But yeah, they my family, my mom's side, just moved out like right before Holodomor happened, and my dad's family, they were struggling because they lived in Ukraine and they were being starved out. Yeah, no, I recently got monetized. Like, right after I posted my last video, I got monetized. But yeah. If you ever want to, like, cry, and when you, like, listen to a song, I suggest looking up the song Plive Kacha. I know I'm very hyped about it. But like as soon as I got monetized, I went like on a 6-month hiatus. So we're back though. We'll type it in the chat. Just look up that in YouTube. It's an amazing song. It's beautiful. It's Ukrainian, and it's basically about. It's become like a de facto anthem of Ukraine recently with the invasion by Russia, and it's if you watch it with translated lyrics above it, so sad. It just talks about it talks about I have no idea. I don't know who it's by. It's an ancient Ukrainian song. But yeah, if you look at the lyrics while you listen to it, it's so sad. It's just about soldiers dying in a foreign land, and like, yeah, it makes me very proud to be Ukrainian. That, like, I don't know, our words can have that much impact. Okay, I messed this up severely. Yeah, no, 100%. But make sure you have the lyrics up while you listen to it, or else it's not going to really make sense because it's obviously in Ukrainian. I think the United States very unpopular opinion among my political friends, but I think that the United States is just a modern colonial power that exert their power through the amount of money that they have, and that power is exerted through corporations at the same time. They're multinational corporations who don't really give people a choice in what they want. If it's like even fractionally, even just like a fraction of it is un-American, you're invaded. Like, that's it, you know? And I just don't think that's a good way to rule the world, you know? But the thing is, I don't think that the United States does really anything in good faith. They undermine other countries so that their country can prosper, right? And that's what I mean. That's what I mean about modern imperialist, is that they screw over other nations. Like, if you look up even just like a Wikipedia page, I know like, oh, it can be changed by anybody, but like, just look up the Wikipedia page for how many coups America has funded in like South and Central America. Like, it's crazy. Like, they don't let people do what they want. And it's really frustrating, especially for me with the views I hold. It's frustrating because I don't hold very mainstream views. I do understand that there has to be some intervention in things like the Rwandan genocide. But even then, that was the UN that involved itself, and the UN did nothing. It wasn't the United States, because it really wasn't in their interest. It wasn't in their interest to intervene. So they were like, okay, I don't really care. You guys do what you want. I'll be here. So it's just crappy. And then there's this island right here. Oh, it's way smaller than that. I made it way too big. Here we go. Oh, it's a little lower. It's like here. That's about right. I'll take out that little thing in the middle. Or just the sides. That'll be better. But here we go. What do we think about Spain? I think Spain is in a weird position right now because they're a very progressive place, and I really like that. But at the same time, they're very repressive, especially with Valencia, who is trying to become somewhat independent, but they're not even giving them the thought. They're cracking down on that. I'm pretty sure Spain has one of the best outlooks for trans people, which is amazing. Let me look that up. I'm just Googling it right now. Yeah, no, Spain is the most trans accepted nation in the world, and Canada is fourth behind Argentina and Sweden, and the United States is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th. But that is also not scores taken from every country, and this is only one study again. So take that statement with a grain of salt. Yeah, no. Like it's interesting. I think. Oh, like Malta, like this is Malta right here. This is Malta here, and this is Italy. So it's a European nation, and it is very Anglo. They were colonists. Why am I looking this way? The camera's right here. It is very Anglo. Like the British colonized it for 200 years, but they do have a strong history of Muslim of Islam, because for a long time they were conquered by the Muslims until 1,000 years ago, I think, and then, but like, and you can still hear like Arabic influences in their language, but yeah, no, like Argentina is super progressive that way. It's interesting to because when you think of progressive nations, you think of like Canada, the United States, or at least I do. That's just my geographical thinking, you know? I always think of Europe as backwards and like not accepting of things except like the Scandinavian countries. You know? God, I forgot to blow my nose again. Yeah, the idea of modern nations is basically what it is. Yeah, and that's basically what we all base our knowledge off of, is what we think we know. No, that's why I'm chugging the OJs to overdose on vitamin C. I don't have any tea at my house. I'm gonna buy some Neocitrin on my way home from work, because I work today. That's why I'm gonna be finishing the stream about 2ish, 2:15. So I also got myself a Kit Kat as a treat. Yeah, this map is finished. So what we're gonna do new one. My computer hates me. So it takes forever. Kit Kat build. Kit Kat, genuinely one of the best chocolates. I'm very biased, though. Okay, and here I'm going to be doing just like generally the Mediterranean. Oh, that's way too big. That's way too small, I mean. Here we go. About this. I still need to be able to see the Levant a bit. Yeah, no, this is a good size. Yeah, so Malta is like very central in the Mediterranean. And like, if you look through their history, I'm gonna bring my mic closer so actually you probably sound better. If you look through Maltese history, like you find that like it's super important. No, coffee crisp trash. When it was Halloween and I would get coffee crisps, that trash, garbo, absolute garbage. Cannot stand it. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna start like here-ish, I think. Oh no, I should start like there. So we're doing the southern coast of Spain. go. That's already too big. I need to realize that my canvas is very limited in size. I can't just draw everything and then resize it from there. There we go. So this is southern coast of Spain right now. God, why did I put my chat away? Somebody's probably said something. Yeah, no, dude. Coffee Crisp trash. Like, it literally tastes so bad. It's bland. The crunch is not good in it. Like, it's not like something you should go out of your way to buy. And I'm sticking by that point. Okay. Fuck. Making things too big. Yeah, it's okay. You can block me. I get it, Michael. Not cool enough. Okay. Spain. Okay, I need to do it fast. If I do it slowly, then I start making things way too big. And I can just work out the fine details later. Already way too big. I quit. I don't. I want to, but I'm not going to. What time it is even now? Oh my god, I still have so long. Maybe invest in an actual therapist, Michael. Here, ASMR. Beautiful, I know. Stop. Thank you. Come on. Oh, fuck this. I hate my computer. I love it, but I hate it. It has done me so good, but at the same time treats me like crap. You know, we're gonna give up on trying with Spain. We're gonna go on the southern coast of the Mediterranean, North Africa, some might say. Bam. You can barely see Malta from this far out, because Malta's absolutely tiny. No, it just randomly just decides to lag. I am going to eventually invest in a PC once I have more money. I just don't have money right now because I'm freshly moved out and a student. But I'm pretty sure I'm taking next year off. Just because I'm not really enjoying school right now. Like, so I'm just going to take some time, work a little more. Maybe see what options are out there beyond university kind of work, but I also have always wanted to be a psychologist and I don't really want to give up on that dream. So drive speed, I don't know. I know nothing about computers. I'm not a computer dude, so yeah. Well, especially it's with the new variant, we're probably going to go online again, Michael. Are you in university? Thanks, dude. Appreciate that, man. But that's generally my end goal. I was even thinking about like, oh, sweet, dude. Yeah. No, taking a year off was the best idea I've ever had. Like, I saved up half of my tuition from working like 2 jobs and like living at home. So now like I can comfortably live like away from home, which is really nice. Ah, shit. Need to make that way smaller. What are you majoring in, Michael? Or are you just doing general studies right now? That's fair. Yeah. Like, for me, like, I originally was going to pursue dance as a career. But then, because my year off, and, like, also partially because of COVID, like, I was forced to, like, sit down and, like, actually think about what I wanted to do, and realizing that, like, dance was not actually something that I wanted to pursue as a career. Which is a really nice thing to realize. Because that industry is not something that you want to be iffy on. Like, you want to be in there. Because it's a constant fight for dancers. Like, a constant fight for new jobs. Like, you're always auditioning for things. Like, so... Oh, this is too big again. Electrical engineering. That's cool. Are you going to be an electrician? I actually know... I know a guy who recently started his own electrician business. And it's going really well for him, at least. I need to know where to start. Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll never run out of accounting jobs. We'll never run out of electrician jobs, you know? So that's where you're lucky there. It's the same thing with psychology right now. Like, psychology is an amazing... It's an amazing industry to go into right now, because there are so many more people, like, especially with COVID, worried about their mental health and, like, actually taking care of their mental health. Yeah, no, I'm still at the U of A. Are you? Or are you at Nate? Yeah. And, like, and a lot more... Oh, McEwen, yeah. A lot more people are taking mental health seriously and actually getting themselves checked out, which is so nice. It's really, really nice to see, as somebody who has always been, like, an advocate for, like, people taking care of their mental health. Especially with, like... Now, you may disagree with me on this, Michael. The way that male relationships in our society form, like, and the way that what they're based off of, really leads to a lot of mental health issues in men, which is why men are the most suicides, you know? Oh yeah, no worries, dude. Yeah, no, there's a reason why men are most suicides in the world. It's because, like, men make other, like, stigmatize taking care of your mental health, and I think that's on a general shift currently out of mainstream, like out of mainstream society, which I think is amazing. I think it's so great that that's happening currently. Yeah, no, that's awesome, Michael. Like it's so tough in a lot of ways when like a lot of men are socialized to just repress their emotions and be that stoic kind of guy who just watches the world burn and shrugs it off because that's what they should do, right? Ah, fuck, this is way too big. I don't know how to draw things small. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, no, I 100% agree, Michael. No, that's not what I want. Go away. Go away. Thank you. No, and I'm very glad. Especially, yeah, I don't know. Didn't have anything in mind. I don't know why I said especially. But I think we're at a turning point in history for that stuff. But it's also tough because so many people that are in power, like, still propagate those ideas and say things like, oh, you know, a more feminine society is a weaker society. You know, we're gonna fall to the Chinese or whatever if we allow ourselves to be emotional or whatever. When those two things have no real relation, you can still be emotional, but like have trained good warriors. It's not like those things are mutually exclusive. And yeah, and like so many people say, oh, it's like the downfall of Western society when men act like women. It's like, no, it's not. There's nothing that says that. Like the only reason why people like demagogues use like, oh, it's the fall of Western society. Yeah, no, 100%. There should be. That's what we should advocate for in everybody, not just men. Is just like emotional fortitude. Oh, that sucks. And like emotional fortitude, where you can actually. This map is going nowhere. I'm struggling so hard with it. Just having the emotional fortitude to be able to deal with things, but realizing that it's okay to feel the emotions that you do, and to like feel them, not just push them down. Okay, here we go. Come on. I think this is it. Still too big, still too big. I'm gonna shoot somebody in the leg. Because this has to be the entire Mediterranean. So this has to look like, is like this. See, I'm just seeing if this is gonna work. This has to look like this. Bam, Croatia. Bam, Greece. Whatever the fuck this is. And this island here. Going up this way to the Istanbul. Up this way, whatever. I don't care about what this is over here. And then like this, and then over here down to the Levant, and then it has to look like this. Come on. See, even here I'm messing up. Tunisia's over here. Even this is too big. Ah, this is tough. I don't know where to start, because I keep messing up no matter where I go. Come on, erase. Control Z is not working. So we're just going to erase manually. Okay, what I'm gonna try and do right now is just do a rough sketch of what I want, and then, like, of the North Africa. I'm also just gonna move the chat so I can actually see North Africa. You can't see me moving the chat, but I am. Here we go, let's try this. So I need it to go, we'll try with the Levant first, see if that works. Should be. That's usually what works is this. Okay. I think I got it. I think starting with the Levant was really what I needed to do. Here we go. I'll clean this up in a second. I just want to make sure I get like the rough outline at least, because I've been struggling for so long. This does not need to be that deep. Okay, I think this is it. Ladies and gentlemen, I think this is it. Maybe not, but at least we're trying. Okay. Actually, I think that's what I need. Okay, be back. Be right back. Yeah, the only reason I don't have a paper towel roll here... No, yeah, imagine I come out with like 4 or 5 other Kit Kats. No, the only reason I don't have a paper towel here because I don't want to blow my nose like right here, and I also don't have a garbage by my desk. But yeah, I'm genuinely so happy that I moved out recently. I moved out in September. September, that it was, yeah. I moved out in September. Fantastic. I loved it so much. Like, it's genuinely one of the best decisions I've ever made. Okay, what I'm going to do is, just because this is like a touch, just a touch too small, not even too big, we're going to free transform. Just a little bit. Where's the shift? Just like that. No. I would like your proportions to stay the same. Oh yeah, look, my amenities are included in my rent, which is so nice. That's like one of the best things, is to have like amenities included in rent. Like, love it so much. Like, it's $11.70 a month for parking and a free year of Wi-Fi and all of my amenities, which is so great. It's so fantastic. Like, and like I can, with the job that I do have, which is serving, like, tips, fantastic also. It's the only reason that I can live away from home, is because I have these, is because I have the extra income. It's outside parking. It'd be another like $100 for outside parking, and it's not worth it. I don't really care about that enough to. Yeah, I don't care enough to do that. Here we go. Almost there. I think that's enough, because like Gibraltar is like right here, so I don't think I'm missing much by. I'm just gonna turn that upwards. like that. And so it looks like it's going up to Gibraltar. Yeah, no, and it's awesome. I have a nice view. I literally live a block away from a train station. So, like, I can get anywhere. I live near, like a bunch of amenities. Not amenities. I live near, like, a grocery store. I live near, yeah, everything that I need, which is so fantastic. And, like, my ride to school, 5 minutes, tops. Okay, and then Spain starts going up basically here. Nice. Okay, we're finally making progress. Oh, yeah, no, 100%. 100% I do have the plug-in port. Oh, yeah. No, I'm in the city. The city is, like... I hated Suburbia. Yeah. No, I hated Suburbia so much. Like, when I lived there, it just feels dystopian to me. Like, it might be for some people, but it's not for me. Everything just felt, like, uncomfortably perfect, if you know what I mean. Like, it did not feel real. Everything was fake. Everything was the same. Here, there's, like, there's life. There's personality. There's things to do. Different kinds of people. It's not just, like suburban white women walking their dogs all the time, you know? Okay, here we go. Yeah, no, like the train ride. Oh, it's a really good neighborhood. Like, I've only ever seen like a homeless person. Then again, just because there's homeless people doesn't mean it's a bad neighborhood, but yeah. One time I was walking and I did see people doing crack. I will say that, and they said I had a nice butt. So yeah, no, a lot of cookie cutter people, and it just makes me uncomfortable. I don't know why, but just that a cookie cutter person just makes me really uncomfortable, and I was really tired of it. And like, at least in the point where I am in my life right now, I don't think I will ever move back to suburbia. I think I will always have a condo. You know? At most. Ooh, I have to make the Balearic Islands. Here we go, just like this. Now we're on the southern coast of France. Go. Okay, now we're on Italy. So I'm gonna take a stop and do the Balearic Islands, just so I can have a mental break, because these are just nice circles. Oh, that is also fantastic. Imagine being self-sufficient. That, like, the only thing you have to do is like basically pay taxes, and that's like the only money you have to spend. That'd be amazing. Yeah, just like imagine like waking up every day and like just having your little like house chores to do, like feeding the chickens, grabbing the eggs from them, and just like having fresh produce and food every day. No, like being self-sufficient, like with most of your food too. Just like having chickens, having like a small, like a, not farm, yeah, garden. Why could I not think of the word garden? Jesus Christ. There we go, that should be right. Yeah, right? And then, like, you could just preserve carrots or preserve your tomatoes or just preserve your things, and then you wouldn't have to worry about, like, half of your groceries. That's fair. Like, you could still go to a butcher and things like that. Like, I probably would, too. Like, I wouldn't trust myself to butcher things. Here, come on. Just need to rework this. I made it a little too long. This needs to be a sharper angle upwards, northwards. Oh yeah, hunting, and then give it to a butcher. Like, so you know, like, there's no plastic in your fucking meat. Right? Yeah, no, it's amazing. It's amazing what we take for granted and what we, you know, like how easy it is to, I think that's right, make it a little smaller. We take for granted how easy it is to just get foods and vegetables, where even like 40, 50 years ago, like, you couldn't get fruits in winter. Like, you had to, like, you could only eat beets, and you'd only eat the preservative, like, and jams, and that's how you'd get your fruit and stuff. Yeah, this is a lot better. Yeah, no, yesterday I just felt so tired from my body fighting off my illness. I streamed for an hour and then went to bed. And, like, I took a nap, like an hour nap before dance. Oh, dude, beets, so banger. I made beet fries the other day. Like, the best. It's so good. Like, you make them... Oh, kutia, I'm so hyped for that. I'm not sure if I'll actually have any, because I'm not having any of my family over for Christmas. It's just going to be, like, my mom and my sister and her boyfriend, and then we're going to be hanging out at my dad's place, and I'm not sure if he'll make kutia. But, I used to dislike kutia when I was younger, but I've very much come around on it. Okay. Oven roasted beets are very similar. Like, I basically just put, I make them as I do fries. Just cut them up into, like fry, like, slices. And then you put them in the oven. You do have to cook them for a little longer than you do potatoes, because they're a more dense vegetable, or root. Yeah, I know it's a root vegetable. They're very dense, so you have to cook them for, like, I'd say almost double the time you would for regular fries. That's awesome. Yeah. Oh, like, or the other one, the other meal is like the Christmas Eve meal, where you're not supposed to eat meat out of respect for, like, all of the animals in the manger with Jesus. Oh my god, that Sardinia looks like shit. Yeah, no, straight up. It's just oil, salt, pepper, and beets. That's all it is, dude. That's my entire recipe. Okay. Yeah, exactly. It's out of respect for the animals in the manger with Jesus. So if this is here. So this is where I need to make Sicily. Just so I know what I'm doing accordingly with Italy. Yeah, about here. We can move Sicily over a bit. It's not... That's the thing that's awesome with the maps that I draw. It's like, as long as people get the point, like, that's what really matters. It doesn't have to be, like, exactly accurate. But although I tried it, to be fair, Become the drunk uncle at Christmas. That's fair. Like, I don't blame you, dog. It's fun. It's fun. OJ break. OJ break part 2. The glove didn't fit. Hello? Hello? There we are. It's being like more of a downward angle. I had something going with me here. Yeah. The toe. Oh, that's not even too far off either. Oh, thanks, Michael. Yeah, no, what I try to do that I find most other history videos don't is 100%, dude. 100%, dog. See you around. But I'm still gonna explain this, even if you're gone. What I do instead that I think most history channels don't is that I look at history as a timeline rather than a sequence of events. I look at what occurs, what leads into what. Like, how did, like, Spain not get involved in the First World War, and et cetera, and things like that, you know? Rather than looking at it as like, oh, this happened and then this happened. I see what series of events links the two major events, which is very, very hard. Like, I have to, like, the amount of, like, JSTOR articles that I have to look at, and, like, especially for small countries like Malta and like, especially African nations, where historical records are very, like historians don't really look at Africa very much. That looks like shit. Holy fuck. Yeah, exactly. Rather than going too in depth on, like, all of these specific things that everybody already knows about, I just follow the history. I follow what the actual history was, you know? Anyways, see you around, Michael. Thanks for stopping by. I definitely need... I always forget which one is Sardinia and which one's the other one. Corsica. Break. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. And look at that. We still have, like, an hour and a half. An hour 45, I think, actually, closer to. Kit Kat. Yeah. Oh, I keep forgetting to close my bathroom door. It just looks very ominous back there. Kit Kat. I'm having a lot of fun here, genuinely. Also, the Sicily right here, not the final product. Still, excuse me, in the works. Okay, BRB. One sec. Closing my door this time. Look at that. Somebody joined for like 2 seconds, saw me blow my nose, they're like, alright, I'm Audi 5000. Audi 5000. Oh, you can't even see me in the washroom. Yeah. Here we go. Okay, anyways, let's get back to drawing, so I'm less boring. How about that? You ever think of that? Here we go. Back to Italy. Or I might take a break from trying Italy, because I've tried it like 6 or 7 times. Always messes me up. I'm just going to do Sicily now. Excuse me. That toe looks weird. I'm gonna fix this nose up here. It's not that bulbous. I think that's the only adjective I could think of. Is bulbous. Yeah, that looks way better. Okay, here we go. Now this is Sicily. I've drawn Sicily how many times today? Oh no, I've only drawn Sicily once today. Before this. It just feels like, because I've only used it in one other map today, because I've only drawn it on one other map. But it feels like I've drawn it more times, because I have drawn it more times than just the times that I've used it in my maps. Oh, that's way too tall! What sucks about having a second monitor is that my drawing tablet considers that still part of the screen. So, like, my drawing is, like... You know what I mean? That is not what Sicily looks like, I'll tell you that for a fact. This part is good. Actually, it's not good at all. Anyways. My issue is I'm drawing too much in detail. That's what I do. I draw too much in detail, and then I make it too big because I'm focusing on the little details. And to make it approximate. Come on. Okay, then we go up. About where Tripoli is. Yeah, this is good. Bam. Well, one time somebody got mad at me because I don't use, like, rulers or anything. I just freehand it. Piss somebody off severely. Okay, and you have this little bulbous. See, now this has to be bulbous, but not that bulbous. I need to make my eraser smaller. Oh, I should probably bring up my chat in case somebody has been in Jeepers Creepers. I'm not but a fool. I'm not but a fool. Oh, surprising, nobody's chatted. And because I've basically finished over here, I forgot the lyrics. I just have to do Sardinia and Corsica. Putting my chat over that part. But because, like I was saying before, because my, the Wacom tablet, it considers, what the fuck? It considers the second screen. Excuse me. I don't want to learn more about the pencil tool. Because I have to. I don't care to. Oh! Please piss off. I don't care. That's what I wanted. Go back. Please? What if I ask nicely? Please? Oh, I think I have to right click. No. Right click. There we go. Brush tool. That's what I wanted. Here we go. I don't know how I got to the pencil tool. Anyways. But because This is the third time I'm going to try and saying this, and the last time. Because the Wacom tablet considers my second monitor part of the screen, my drawing is weird because of it, and I kind of have to just figure that out accordingly. Let's try this. It's more of like a downward slope rather than what I had before. I need to stop leaning close like that. I look goofy as hell. Oh. See, that's not what I want, though. I'm not but a fool. Hello? 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 Why am I shit not working? There it is. It goes like even, and then it goes down. This little angle here. With a little divot. See, it's so much easier when I actually spend the time and zoom in rather than being far out. But I guess I kind of have to at this point because, not Sardinia, Sicily is a very small island. Here we go. There we go. And then just south of it, just south of which tip? About, no, that's not what I wanted. About just south of here. No. Please work with me here. About here, I'd say. This is where Malta lies. With its little island here. Called Gozo. I don't think it's that far. I'm going to bring it a little closer. Okay, we'll have to go like this. No, stop. Like this. Okay. I think that's about right. I think this should be right. About here. Yes. That's actually exactly what I wanted. Okay, so Malta's there. I'm gonna make my eraser really small and get rid of this little blobous mess right here. Sexy. Look at that. Maps are so fun to draw. Genuinely, have so much fun doing it. No, Sicily's fine. Don't mess up a good thing while you got it. The only thing is that Turkey seems pretty close. No, it's about right. I think I just made this part a little too long. This part a little too long. Yeah, because this has to be going north, like here. This coast, the western coast. I always mess up my easts and wests. So I'm just going to erase that part. But I had some good stuff going. Here we go. God, I'm very sleepy. Because I'm a little fighting off an illness. Okay. Let's go. Pikachu. Okay, now we're doing the heel of Italy. What can I talk about to get people interested here? Maybe not sniffle into the mic. ASMR. Do you like that? Fuck. Anyways. I think that'll really get people interested after I do that. Here we go. Yeah, no, there's this one part of the Maltese history that I didn't include because it's basically historically accepted that it didn't happen, is the St. Paul arriving in Malta. Like, it's historically just accepted that just didn't happen. That St. Paul didn't land on the islands, and I feel like it's going to make really a lot of people mad that I didn't really talk about that event. Especially because Malta is a very Christian nation, I believe. I'm just, that's the only thing I'm really worried about with this video, is that I feel like that part's going to be a little controversial. Stop. Actually work with me. Don't work against me. Also, just do this. That looks way better. Come on. Oh, okay, that's probably why it looks odd, is because I did this. I really goofed that up. OJ break. Vitamin C. I've drank this much over the course of the stream. Look at that. I'm an OJ fiend. Don't bother hiding it. I'll find it, then I'll drink it. Oh. Nice. Okay, it's coming together. Actually coming together. No. I'll fix it later. I had to shift my hand, and that messed up the whole sitch. Because my hand is getting a little sweaty, so it's sticking to my pad. I just get one of those gloves. One of those artiste's gloves that cover the side of your hand. Okay, here we go. If this doesn't work out this time, and it doesn't look good, I'm gonna move to just working on turkey. Come on. You know, that threat made it actually work. Look at this. This actually looks nice. And where does that about here? There's this little divot. Okay, and then we got this. We have the calf. God, I wish Italy had cankles. If you know what I mean. Oh my god. Okay. I made a goof here. It has to be way further north, I believe. Where is this? This is across from this, so this has to be further north itself. But I got the heel right, so we don't have to move to Turkey. That's the good thing. It's a good thing. Turkey's not bad. Turkey is not bad. Please. Please don't give me hate, Turkey. I just wanna be able to finish this. That's my thing. Hello? Thank you. I think about here would be good. For this little divot. Little spur or whatever it is. Go up here. Ooh, that makes it look way too thin. That's way too thin. This peninsula. Peninsula. It would make drawing way easier if I only had one of my monitors on, but I also enjoy streaming. It makes this not as boring. How does that look? Nasty, probably. You know? You know what I'm saying? Okay, I think this bulbous part needs to be less bulbous. I think that's what's making it look odd. I also think the toe of the boot in relation to the rest of Italy does not look very good, which is tough. Ooh, I need to go north sooner than this. I need to pull this coast north sooner. Here we go. Nice. Okay. This looks acceptable. If you say Ralph when you burp, it makes it sound way better. Hopefully that increased my viewership by 10 million. Ooh, nobody's been in here in a while. Since 12:40. What time is it? I'm talking to myself for like 15 minutes. Based, poggers, red pilled. Okay. Ah! I dropped my stick, whatever this is. OJ break. The glove didn't fit. Anyways. Wow, what an old joke. Hello? Here we go. I just passed Venice. Now we're on to Istria, I think it's called. I think this is called Istria, this coast of Croatia. Okay, here we go, like this. Just about here, this starts going south directly. This is Albania. Ugh. I need to make this coast longer. For once I made something too small. That's a first in a while. I think it started with this peninsula up here. I think I need to make that bigger in and of itself. When I was in Croatia, you could actually see Italy from where we were. I think you could see Venice. All I remember is that we took a boat ride, like we could have, but we missed it. We could have taken a boat ride to Venice from where we were. No, that's directly south. I don't need that south. I need like southeast. A southeasterly direction. Yeah, I'm a mouth breather. What of it? Here we go. This looks like shit. I'm just being honest, guys. It's really bad. Let's do Corsica again. Okay. Corsica, looks good. Okay, there we go. That looks like Corsica. Excuse me. Oh, that's why I was clicking on the wrong side of my mouse pad. I have so many USB things in my laptop that I don't have room for my mouse. So I have my mic, USB mic. I have USB webcam, and I have a USB. What else is the other thing? What's the other USB thing I haven't? I don't know. I don't remember. Anyways. Stay hydrated, y'all. Especially for me, who's been just talking to myself for like 20 minutes now. I might stream later. I might just stream video games later, depending on how I feel after work. But I do need to get to bed pretty quick tonight, and I'm off at 9, so guess we'll see. Sure, I'm gonna zoom in again. That's probably the smartest thing to do here, Max. Jeepers creepers. I'm a little slow. That's okay. How are you guys doing today? All of you 0 people that are watching. Hey, y'all. But if I'm talking, it just makes it feel a little less lonely. And if I'm not... Okay, there we go. Now Sardinia is finished, basically. Okay, that's not like Sardinia. This looks brutal, 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 I'd say. Hello? There we are. Here we go, this looks a lot better. That actually kind of looks like a little stretched out France now that I think about it. This is like Normandy. This is like, it looks like stretched vertically. If you just like took like the JPEG of France and were like, Broot. This is like Marseille region. This is like the coast with, not the coast, the border with Spain. This is like the Alps right here, and then it goes up here. This is like where, like the north coast. This is where like Belgium would be, and Germany, like Alsace-Lorraine. Anyways. Anyways, I'll shut up. Oh. No, I'm just gonna take a break for a sec. Okay, I'm back. Miss me? Probably. Yeah, I know. Don't worry. Back to doodlin'. Back to diddlin', as some might say. Craig. Anyways, back to map streaming. My nose is clearing up. That's what's good. Kit Kats away. Map time. Oh, I have to move this. Now that I have Sardinia and Corsica down, I have all of the Western Mediterranean done. I need... This coast does not look very nice, and I don't know what is wrong with it. Because if I do this angle any steeper, like it looks, then it'll be too far away here. I think I'm just gonna do a couple of the small islands. No, that's what I wanted. Thank you. I'm gonna do a couple of the small islands. Just make it look a little busier. I think that'll help it mask the ugliness of the coast. Because I genuinely don't know what to do here to make it look any nicer. Yeah, luckily for me, Croatia has a bunch of tiny little islands to make it look a little busier. Here we go. North and South Korea. I think South Korea is 100% a puppet of the United States, and wait, North Korea is a puppet of China, South Korea is a puppet of the United States. Neither of them are free in any sense. All they do is bend to the will of their masters, overlords, whatever you want to call them. And I don't think that's very good. Like, South Korea is not independent, really. Like, yes, it's independent, but, like, everything that they do is for the United States. It's never really anything for their own benefit. And I think that sucks when nations can't do that. Okay, here we go. Also, welcome back, Dr. Andy. Here we go. Ugh, another thing that I hate, that I got into an argument with somebody over recently, was the hijab, or the bans against religious dress in France and Quebec. I think it's so stupid, and I'm very pissed about it. And I got into an argument with somebody recently about it, and it's just so dumb. Like, people don't realize that certain laws affect certain people more than others. Like, at the end of the day, I can wear a cross, I can not wear a cross. Okay. That doesn't affect like anything about my faith in and of itself. But if I'm Muslim, right, and I can't wear a hijab, that directly affects your faith, right? And I think that's really crappy. I don't know where I was going on that tangent. Anyways, we are on Greece, ladies and gents. So right now we're doing... I forgot what this... It's not even an island. What this landmass is called. This region, I guess I should say. Jesus Christ, I'm not that smart. Hey, and it lines up very well with, you can't see me pointing at my screen. It lines up... Hello? These line up pretty well here, the way that they should. I'm very happy about that. Ralph. Anyways. Okay, here we go. Okay, oh my gosh, I think this is the best time I've ever drawn this. I've drawn it quite a few times and it always looks trashy. I think this is the best time I've ever actually drawn it. Hey, welcome back, Diego. Where is this? Okay, this should be about here, yeah. We are now on Greece, if you're wondering. I got far enough where I've almost completed the circuit here. Very excited about that. Took me way too long. Because I kept having to restart. I restarted like 6 or 7 times after getting pretty far, just because I kept making things too big, and then I just did a rough sketch of North Africa, and then now it works. So that's where I'm at. Okay. This about here. Gotta go out and north a bit. What I really actually want to play again is Assassin's Creed or not Origins, Odyssey. Like, genuinely, that game sucks as an Assassin's Creed game, but as a standalone game, very good. I really enjoyed it. Otherwise, but within the Assassin's Creed series, I was gonna say trilogy, but that does not refer to Assassin's Creed whatsoever. But yeah, no, I think it's a very crappy game. You have to buy a DLC for any mention of like the actual assassin order, which I think is very stupid. Also, this is Macedonia. Okay, now there's this other bump. Here we go. Like this, and here we go. This is Gallipoli. This is where Gallipoli happened. Bam, right here. Venezuela. I think, in many ways, Venezuela is mischaracterized by a lot of media, and I think is doing a lot better. Honestly, as an Axis, you have to think about this really that scenario realistically, Diego. If I am an Axis power, 100% I'm racist, right? That kind of just goes without saying. Like, if you're willing to kill Jews and you kill black people in your own country, yeah. Like, I definitely think that that'd be like a very strategic move to do, to give, to be like, oh, if you fight for us, Tunisia, you'll be independent. That so smart. But the thing is, you have to think about this in the context of history, where they were just racist, and that's all. You know, like, the Axis guys are racist, and that's what they built their power off of. Mussolini built his power off of hating Greeks, hating like the Entente powers from World War I for not giving them enough, you know. Like Hitler goes without saying, like, his regime was based off of hatred of people who aren't you. So, realistically, you have to think that, no, they would not actually support Tunisian independence. They should have, like, if they wanted to win, they could have supported Tunisian independence, said, hey, if you fight for us, we'll give you independence once the war's finished. You know, even if they went back on that promise, you know, it's still a promise that they made, right? So, I think that, yes, it would have been a smart move, but realistically, no, I would not have, within the context of actual history, if that's a sufficient enough of an answer. But anyways, back to Venezuela. I think Venezuela shouldn't be doing as bad as it is economically, but the reason that they are is because the United States has embargoed them severely. I do think that their leadership, very mismanaged. Yeah. Yeah, no, like well, they're not black. They're still not white, right? The entire thing of the Italian and German fascism is the basis of, hey, we are trying to purify our race and expand our borders so we can push the limits of our pure, beautiful race to the world, right? And I'm pretty sure Germany had intentions of or Italy had intentions of annexing Tunisia by the end of the war. So I think that would go into conflict with many of the ideals there. But while they're not black, they are at the very least Arab, I believe, or at the very least brown, right? So you can't just say like, oh yeah, they're not black, so they wouldn't be killed, or they have a historical person that they could back. Okay, they had a historical person that they could back. That nonetheless makes that doesn't change the fact that any Axis people were racist, right? Okay, here we go. Yeah, but like, that is fair. That is a fair assessment there. With the, because I know a lot of places in Ukraine also sided with the Axis because the Soviets messed them up so much and they didn't realize. No, I do not know R.A. the Rugged Man, sadly. So I mean, at the end of the day, they weren't saying to these Russian people that they were guaranteeing their independence. In this scenario, you're saying that like, oh yeah, we're gonna give them independence. No, these were just people who are like, I hate Stalin so much that I'm just going to fight for you. In the same way that there are probably like African people who fought for the Axis because they were like, I hate my colonial powers so much. You know? They never promised, or at least I've never heard of them promising anybody independence in Russia or any part of the Soviet Union, right? So I don't really know. Okay, I need to push North Africa a little further south. Or I'm just gonna erase the Levant area and then work from there, basically. I'll finish Cairo again eventually. The only reason that Mussolini did that was because he wanted to gain support of minority people so that he could eventually screw them over, right? So I guess if Italy was basically the head of the Axis, I could kind of see it, because they were less about racism and more about hatred of being undermined by the class of people who undermined them, right? It was like the Western elites at the same time, right? Was their kind of scapegoat. The Entente from the First World War was their scapegoat. So maybe, but Scandinavia, I think, is pretty poggers. They have a lot of really cool things. They're very progressive, which I think is pretty poggers. They'd be cheaper, yes, but they would be less trained, right? If you have a panzer division, that's going to do way more damage than if you have just like a Tunisian militia corps, right? Because all the actual Tunisians, like all the actual Tunisian soldiers, are already fighting on the Western Front or fighting elsewhere in the Empire, are already fighting the Axis in Africa. How does that look? Okay. Could be better, but that's okay. The Mediterranean is the Mediterranean. Here we go. This guy, like right here. Because yeah, like I said, like while it's cheaper, they're gonna do less damage. They're not gonna be as effective as the trained troops of the Axis. Because what the Axis was outnumbered. So that what they need is troops that can do a lot of damage while taking little damage themselves, right? Because they just don't have the capabilities to take a lot of heat and then replenish those people, right? So what they need is strong. What they needed was very, very strong units that could do a lot of damage. Heavy amounts of Tunisians. But then again, you also have to convince the Tunisians that you're actually going to give them independence. Because while you're going to use your own propaganda, the Allies are going to use their propaganda at the same time. It's not just going to be a one-way street. You have to be able to convince the people. And I think that already the Allies had a lot of precedent to show that, like, oh yeah, like if you stay with us, you're going to be safe. Those guys are not good, and I think that their propaganda wouldn't be as effective in Tunisia as it would in a home country, right? Because at the same time, I'm pretty sure that in North Africa, the Allies had air supremacy, like, almost throughout the entire conflict, right? So like, one of the main right? Arabic is a very tough language to learn. But yeah. Okay, this is Cyprus. by the way. Ooh, my sinuses are clearing up. Gets about here. Yeah. I just don't think that strategy would work in reality. I think if it did work, it would have been very effective. But at the end of the day, the Americans would come in, and with their amazing industry, and with the Soviets coming in, what I think would have ultimately happened in that scenario, where the Tunisians were convinced that they could be liberated, right? I genuinely think that the only thing that would happen is that the Soviets would conquer more of Europe, because at the end of the day, the Soviet horde is what, like, kind of distracted Germany to allow for Normandy invasions, right? So what I think would happen is, if there was not, like, the soft underbelly of Europe that they could have attacked, or they would have been held out, the Tunisians would have held out longer in North Africa, then the invasion of Italy and the invasions from Normandy would be delayed severely, which would have just led to more the Iron Curtain actually being way farther west, which would, in and of itself, be worse. So I think at the end of the day, it's in the best interest of the people of the Axis that they didn't do that, so that more of their land could be in democratic hands rather than Soviet hands. The Mafia, I think it's crappy. I don't like crime. But at the same time, a lot of things are built to only to benefit the wealthy. So if you want to undermine the wealthy, then I'm chill. Okay, we're almost done. I just have to draw this part of the Black Sea, and then we're good. Okay. I have one more map I have to do after this, but I don't think I'm going to do it. I think I'm just going to use, once I finish all the maps with this, like with this map, whoops, I think I'm just going to move so what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to shift this down so that I can have Spain and then France and then Germany, kind of, because that's kind of what I need. Anyways, back to the Black Sea. Back to Black Sea! I hit the sack! What's the meme? What's the meme again? It's like, that's how Mafia goes, or whatever. I know a couple guys who've gotten involved in the Mafia. My dad got involved in the Mafia in the Soviet Union, you know? Like, very briefly. It was only for, like, a day, but he was still involved. Okay, what time is it? It is 1:39. I have to get to work for 3, so I'm going to cut the stream at, like, 2:15. That looks ugly as hell. How did I mess that up so badly? I think what Diego's saying is that he's in the Mafia. I think we should all be wary. Here we go. Sea of Azov. Cool. Do Kuban region right here. Go this way. Yeah, I don't really care. The Sea of Azov doesn't have to be accurate. It just has to look not trash, basically. Because that's not the focal point. The focal point is the Mediterranean, so that's what needs to look the best. There we go. Nice. Swag. Nice. That actually looks decent, I'd say. Am I missing anything? I don't think so. I think I generally got everything here. I'm just gonna fix this northern coast of Italy where, like, Genoa is. Oh yeah, I know Destiny. Like, the game or the streamer? Because I know both. Oops. Yeah, which Destiny are you talking about? Or the metaphysical idea of Destiny? Which one are you talking about? Ooh. Right here I need to fix something. Hello? Where's my mouse sucking ass? I need to add this little island right here. I forget what it's called, but it's an island right here. Bam. Cool. Now let's start going through the script. Okay, so I think I just need to save these as blank ones. I'm very proud of this Malta one. I think it looks very nice. But Dr. Andy, are you talking about the streamer, the idea, or the game? I'm still waiting on that response. B-roll. Okay. Export as PNG. Sicily, North Africa, and Mediterranean. VOG, FYI? I don't even know what that means. Mediterranean. Whoops. Whoops, I messed that up. Whoops. Oh my god. Fat finger syndrome. Mediterranean. There we go. I'm gonna look it up. What does VOGFYI mean? Hello? Oh, this sucks. Actually, I'll put 2 new tabs because my computer's very slow. I don't know. Nothing comes up. What do you mean? Can you actually hear me? Oh yeah, you can. My microphone is working. That's a fact. I can see it working on my. Also, look at I drew little doodles on my microphone. I think it's cute. A lot of them got wiped off just because it's not a permanent marker. Anyways, what else can we do? So the first one is Sicily would seasonally scout the islands. So I think this one is, that would be this. Yeah, I don't have to do any changes. I'm gonna do a little boat. Wait, here, where is it? A little boat going from Sicily to Malta. There, so 1. Seasonal scouts. Bam. Okay, here we go. Seasonal scouts. The next one is Gardalam. I have to look up where Gardalam is. So this one would be on the Malta map here. So that one is on the southern, right here. Okay, polygon. Nope. This is it, polygon. I thought I clicked you, dog. That's close enough. Fill with red. Okay. I think that should be good. Cancel. I don't want that. I want us to move you freely. About here where Gardalam is. Okay. Oh, whoops. That is not actually a map. That is Sicilians. Spain, France, and Britain, so this one is here. Oh, I do know Hassan Abi. I think he's great. I love Hassan. Kinda sexy, too. Here, brush tool. I'm gonna do this. White. Hassan Abi is fantastic. At least I think so. Here, wait, no, I'm just gonna brush tool, make it red. Also make it bigger. No. Hello? Oh yeah, I guess. Egypt or the Levant? That'd be more of a Northern Europe one. Yeah, no, I really like Hassan Abi. I think he's a fantastic streamer. Good at what he does, too. Okay. So I think I just need to make the hardness 52-ish. So this is about the Levant area, and this is like the Egypt kind of area. Oh, whoops. Here we go. The Levant. Oh wait, no, does it start with Egypt or the Levant? I say Egypt first. Whoops. Go, so I need to start from here. But, yeah, anyways. I'm gonna just kind of just generally say this region. I'm gonna do 2% hardness so it looks a little more, you know, blurry at the edges. Okay, here we go. Now I go in with a fine tip and I fill in these parts. Whoops. Set hardness. Here we go. Wait, why don't I just do this? This on this side. This guy on this side. I'll fix up the blurriness after. And I'll take a bucket tool. Fill this up. Whoa, that looks disgusting. No. Start over. What I'm gonna do, go back to large brush with a soft. No. Yeah, I'll do a softer strength. Okay. Okay, piss off. Here we go. No, I accidentally clicked the wrong thing. Okay. Bucket tool. Ugh, that looks gross. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go over it. Here we go, this will look better. If I do this and I go over it with a... So now it looks more like approximate, not just... And then I'll take my eraser. There we go. Four pixels. Bless me. Sorry, I sneezed right into the mic. do I want it to be black? From Egypt? Nice. Okay. Oh, my nose is running. BRB. You know, my dad always said handstands always help when you have a stuffed nose. So we're going to do a handstand together, okay? Turn on the light. That. Damn. Oh no, my boobs are almost out. I think it just gets like the blood flow to your head, kind of. Oh, that made me lightheaded, if anything. Oh, but it cleared my sinuses up, though. That's nice. I hope nobody was watching during that. If you did, pretend like you didn't. Okay? How about that? That actually helped a bit. Okay. One, two, so this is 3. .1. Okay. Egypt or the Levant. Here, now we need to do red. I should go turn the light off so I'm not wasting power. Such a piss again. I've been drinking so much liquid because I'm just trying to like generally like flush out my system. But it makes me have to pee so often. Levant. I'd say it's about here. I'd say this is about the Levant. Come on, England. Score some fucking goals. There we go. Take this guy. Bam, can't even tell. Bam, can't even tell. No. Need that to be 0% hard. Zero percent hard. Here we go. There we go. Export, quick Export as PNG. 3.2. Le vent. Okay. Go. Bam. Okay. Now the next map is Gigantia. So I'm gonna look up megaliths. Anyways, OJ break. Cheers, yo. Can you see that door? Yeah, you can see the door. Malta. Megaliths in Malta. Here we go. Take this guy, move it to about central here. I'll make it bigger. Control T. Here we go. Gigantia. It's about here, I'd say. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. So I'm gonna go Control C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did that work? I don't think so. Control C, Control V. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Okay, so this is Scorba. Yeah, about there. This guy's about here. About here, I'd say. Then this guy. Where is that? That's about here, I'd say. Whatever, sure, that'll work. Is that a little further north? It's about there. And this guy. Last one. There's a Tertian. Which is about here. Oh, I'm a fool. That's okay. I have to pee so badly, but I don't want to just do that again to you guys. Let's see. If anyone is watching, I will not go pee. If there's nobody watching, I will not pee. How about that? There's currently nobody watching. So, piss time. I did just realize what time it was. And sadly, I do have to end stream. I know nobody's here because I just took a fat whiz. But, yeah. Thank you guys for stopping by. Whoever stopped by. I really appreciate it. And I will see you next time.